We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch the pass. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. On
first down, it's Haskins. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
This is Hines. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Haskins on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. The rookie Jordan Brooks picks it off. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Seattle.
A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7. Washington, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Hines, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And 11.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Hines. pass. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brought down by Jabril.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
56 to Mike, boys.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. That catch good for 5. It's third down. It's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Now Carson fumbles the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
56 is the mic. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number 1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
25 yards that time.
Washington.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
That's the end.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Mike, yeah, let's get that ball. Yeah, let's get that ball right now. 53 is the Mike. 53, check 53. Who's it?
On 3rd and goal, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
1st down, Seahawks.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wilson will throw again. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a man on his 5th franchise in 3 years. It's Carlos Hyde. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
31.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 12-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Washington 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return will stop right around the 25. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Complete to
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Washington 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Second down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
At the 29-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Haskins to throw. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. K.J. Wright able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Dorsett on the return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you continue. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ryan Kerrigan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 27-yard line. The two veterans there, Wilson to Olsen, for a Seattle first down. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Shotgun, Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 15-yard line.
First down, Seahawks.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
They run again with Carson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
With the handoff to
in the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On third down, it's Carson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain.
Bring on 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Washington 7. Michael
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Safe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Brooks in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another 1st down.
4 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Hines, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins will find Gibson here complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Couple of second-year guys, Haskins to McLaurin for a Washington 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jordan Brooks picks it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
16 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Wilson wants to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
To DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Washington 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 27, Haskins is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their